You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene. Johnson.
The AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's America's Next Top Model After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's America's Next Top Model After Show.
Hello, America's Next Top Model fans. Bing is for doing, and we're doing an interview today with Jeremy Rohmer on the phone. Hi, Jeremy.
Hi, how's it going?
Great, great. Thank you for calling in and talking to us here at AfterBuzz today. I'm Amanda Fields, and I'm so happy to see that you got to come back on the show. What was it like to be eliminated and then come back?
It was awesome coming back. I didn't think I would make it back after seeing Alex got called, but then when they had that awesome twist and they said, we're going to bring back a guy too, my confidence soared through the air, and I just knew I was most likely coming back. So I was super excited about it.
Yes, and I think you deserved it. I think you have a great look. And was your fan base always supporting you throughout the show? Do you think it like ebbed and flowed, or were they pretty, they were voting for you all along?
I think they were rooting for me all along. I mean, I heard I had a high social media score back on the photos when they were having voting. Every week at panel, my score was high. So I owe it all to the fans for getting me back on the show and just everything.
Yes, and I think you struck a chord with America because you're kind of like that all-American, good-looking guy, but also you have a stronger look. Yes, I think it's a great look, and I think Tyra was right when she told you that you have the potential for so many different types of modeling. What was it like? She even mentioned that you grew up with being overweight as a kid, and then you know, of course, are in amazing shape now. But what was that like as a child?
As a kid, I just loved to eat. I think that's how a lot of kids are. So I just naturally put on the pounds, and but my parents, they were awesome, and I used to ask them, I was like, am I fat? And they would just, they'd be like, no, you're not fat, you're just growing. But I mean, I reached a point where I was like, I know I'm definitely at least chubby. So I got into swimming, like competitive swimming, from 7th grade all the way up to senior year of high school, and I just got thick, thin, and I hated it. I was like, all right, it's time to pack on some muscle. I think start lifting weights. So that's kind of just a long story short for you guys of how I've been all over the spectrum with my body and the weight.
So you went from one extreme to the other. Are you still continuing to swim? Do you think you'll get back into that ever?
I like to swim here and there recreationally just to get some cardio in. But, I mean, swimming is a lot tougher than it looks.
Yes.
I mean, I used to swim for like 2 hours straight a day. It'd probably be at least 3 to 4 miles. And I just tried to swim half a mile the other day, and it was exhausting beyond belief. So, I don't know. I mean, I like to do it here and there, but I could never actually get back into it.
Right, but it's a good way to keep up that cardio, as you said, and it's so fun. Actually, I used to do that too. But enough about me. I noticed that in the house you befriended everyone. You were easy to get along with on the as the show portrayed. Was there anything that we didn't see that you wish that would have been shown about any of your interactions, friendships, relationships in the house on the show?
I don't know. I mean, at least for me, they portrayed like everything with me the way it was. I mean, they portrayed me, Dawn, and Marvin as being like three great friends, which we were. I mean, the fight with Chris was pretty well portrayed, even though they didn't really go too in-depth with it. But, yeah, I mean, I'm really happy with the way they showed everything, and pretty much that's just how I am. I just love meeting new people. I love just being friendly and just getting along and having a good time.
So you actually connected with Jordan in the house, and you seem to have a pretty good friendship with her, and like maybe you would tease each other back and forth sometimes. Was there ever any hint of maybe something happening romantically, or do you think it was just they made it more than it really was?
Maybe a little more than it really was. I mean, I don't ever think there was going to be anything more than just a friendship between me and Jordan. And I never really wanted there to be. I mean, first day in the house, me and her were talking, and I knew she had a boyfriend.
Right.
And that's when that switch turns off for me. It's like, okay, boyfriend, like, immediately see as a friend. So, I don't know. I think maybe she took my friendship the wrong way. I know she comes from a small town and she's kind of sheltered, so maybe anytime a guy gives her attention, she just assumed they have a crush on her. And I was the guy giving her attention sometimes, so I think she just took it the wrong way, and that evolved into something that it was not at all supposed to be.
Yes, perhaps she was like being overprotective of herself when she didn't need to be.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think she was just worried that she would be portrayed in a way that her boyfriend wouldn't like with me. So I think she was just trying to defend herself and make sure there was no way that anyone would think that she liked me, which I totally understand, and that's totally fine.
Yeah, so what is your opinion of how the judges talked about your body and everything? They were always talking about, Jeremy, you got to get your body angles in a different, angled differently. You have to make sure that you twist your body in a certain way. They were always talking about that on the show. And I actually thought you evolved very well throughout the episodes, the challenges, the photo shoots. What would you like to say to all of that?
It's confusing, because at the leopard shoot, they were saying that my body was looking great, blah, 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 blah. Then come the rice patty shoot, and all of a sudden it's, oh, you look like you're a random buff hobo who picked his clothes up off the street.
That was from Kelly, right?
Huh?
Was that from Kelly Catrone?
Yeah, like the week before, I looked really muscular, and they're like, wow, that's great. And the next week, it's like, you don't look muscular. It's like, well, what did I do differently? I didn't change anything. But, yeah, Kelly's criticism sometimes doesn't make sense to me. That kind of, upsets me, where it's not really constructive. It's just, criticism. It doesn't make sense. Tyra, though, she always gives the best advice, and Rob, his advice is all over the place. But it was hard hearing, them talking and saying, oh, this week your body doesn't look good, but the last week it did, when I can't even really tell a difference.
Well, I think also it depends on what the photo shoot is, what, the theme of it is, what the lighting is. When you're doing the shoot with the leopard, it was perfect because the leopard is very athletic. You're athletic. It was just a great juxtaposition of the animal and you. And I think I noticed something with this shoot in Bali in the rice paddy area. It was so beautiful. And I noticed that they gave you a shirt that didn't have sleeves. And I thought, is that on purpose? Are they trying to highlight his arms even further? Because, some of the other male models, they had a jacket or a drapey long sleeve shirt, and then you get the shirt with no sleeves. And I was like, did they plan that? I don't know. I just felt like maybe they gave you a more challenging shirt. Sorry, go ahead.
You're going to have to ask Tyra about that because she's the one who picked my outfit.
Okay.
Yeah, because she's actually the one who picked all our outfits.
Oh, she did always.
For what? Sorry.
Sorry. These phone interviews, sometimes I talk over you, and I don't mean to, Jeremy.
stories. Really fine.
Well, so Tyra always picked your outfits all along?
No, just this one she did.
Okay.
But it was just funny that Kelly was bagging on, like, my clothing and the way they were put together, and the lady who picked them was sitting right next to her.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it did fit you well, and I think the designer was very talented, and it's cool that it was a boy who was only 11 years old creating these designs. And I mean, I think that it was a great photo, but of course they picked the photo for the one that was the best from your shoot that, of course, was like, you know, showing off your arms a lot. So I think, you know, I think maybe, I don't know if this is the case, but I have a feeling that they may or may not pick photos to, like, make a certain point instead of it necessarily being, like, their favorite shots.
That's what I wonder sometimes. But I don't know. I'm just going to have to go with what they say and hope that is my best photo, and that's not the case.
Yes, and, you know, we actually did get to hear from Marvin and Don about your friendship. And Marvin even has been supporting you on Twitter. He said, "I love this guy, literally has the purest and biggest heart, America's Next Top best friend." That was so cute.
I saw that.
So,
yeah, Marvin is a real loving dude. He's awesome. You know, he's not afraid to express himself and just, you know, be out there and just be like, "Yo, man, this is my best friend. I love him." Where you don't see that too often anymore.
yeah, I think he has a very great way of expressing himself. So it was cool that all of you guys in the house, for the most part, got along really well. Because, you know, we've seen in past seasons all the girls having arguments and drama, but maybe guys are more naturally easier to get along with. Is that what you think about how the house...
Without a doubt we are. I mean, all the guys, other than Chris being the exception, we almost never got in fights. Like, we all got along really well, and even to this day, I still hang out with Mike, Don, Marvin, and I'll still text Phil, Chris, Corey, just to see how they're doing. So we're all really still connected, and I still love all those guys.
Well, that's so good to hear. And so are you based in Los Angeles now?
I'm in Orange County, which is right outside of LA.
Yes.
But I'm hoping to move out there by the new year, by January, hopefully at the latest, and pursue modeling, get with an agency, and just see how it goes.
That sounds so exciting. I'm excited to see what comes next from you on Twitter and Instagram and all that kind of stuff. Where can people find you on Instagram and Twitter?
Well, on Twitter, it's at RohmDog, and RohmDog is RohmDawgg. And Instagram is just my full name, just Jeremy Rohmer, and that's it. Yeah, that's where they can find me. That's where I'm at all the time. Not really on Facebook, but I love posting pictures and just posting random tweets.
Yes, and I'm excited to hear what agency you end up with out here, because there's so many good ones. Of course, Next is affiliated with the show, so I would think that they would take you on right away. But I mean, even if you just have to see which one is the best for you, right?
Yeah, definitely. We have to see which one has the best intentions for me, which one, you know, wants to use me. I mean, there could be an agency out there that wants a bigger dude who's kind of tall, who's all-American, or there could be an agency who wants me to slim down a little bit. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what they want.
Yes, and this is what I also love about America's Next Top Model, is that Tyra and the judges, they always see something in you that you may not even know about yourself, about how you look and how you look in pictures. What was there anything that they told you that you were kind of surprised by?
Definitely. I mean, hearing Tyra, like, I don't know if they showed this or not, but they were one time talking about how they could see me doing, you know, Calvin Klein, Ralph Lauren, Abercrombie & Fitch, and just hearing them, actually hearing like someone in the professional industry saying that about you is a great self-esteem boost. It just, you know, helps you at those times when you feel at your lowest, or you're reading people's comments online saying, "Why are you even modeling?" Blah, 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 blah. So the judges definitely said a lot of positive, great things just to keep us, keep our confidence up throughout this.
Yes, and just so you know, that don't listen to those people that are being haters, because anyone who's doing anything in the world and putting themselves out there and is truly talented, there's always going to be someone being negative about that person. And maybe that means you're just doing everything right to get haters. I don't know. But yeah, just listen to the positivity, because that's a beautiful thing. I totally see you doing Abercrombie & Fitch. I don't know who is casting that, but that would be awesome. You have definitely that look. Yeah, I'm not a casting person, but I would totally put that together. And what would you say was your favorite challenge throughout the season? And also, what was your favorite photo shoot?
Favorite challenge, without a doubt, was the underwater runway challenge.
Really? Oh my gosh, wow.
Yeah, I love the water. I mean, I don't know if you really saw it on the TV, but the water was crystal clear, 75 degrees, and it was just awesome. I mean, it was just the coolest thing, and I've always wanted to do kind of like a scuba diving thing, and that was like the closest thing to it, so it was just awesome getting to experience that.
And of course, as everyone knows now, that you were a very experienced swimmer, so you were very at peace with the water and used to it, and excited to be down there.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely. I seeing Dawn freak out about it. It kind of confused me, because I'm so confident in the water that, doesn't even faze me. And then I have one of my best friends freaking out about it. It's just, it's kind of funny.
Oh my goodness. And so, as far as the photo shoots, which one do you think was your favorite, and which one presented the most challenge to you?
My favorite. What's funny is the rice patty one was actually one of my favorites, even though I got sent home. And then the one that was kind of a challenge, the one that definitely was a challenge, was the trailer park shoot back in the day.
Yes, it was with Kanani and Phil. No, not Phil. Who else was in it?
It was Dawn and Kanani.
Yes.
That was a struggle. They had these giant reflectors, no idea why, that were just purely pointing direct sunlight into our face. And I already am a naturally squinty guy, and having that pointed at my face just made it 10 times worse. And probably the reason why that photo didn't come out so well. Right.
But that is a big challenge, especially with, early on in the season when you have less experience. So that was a big, obstacle to throw your way. But I think you managed to still be professional with it and do the best that you could in the situation. And thank goodness you could stay around and show everyone all of the different, poses that you could do, and the runway challenges that you could do. And I'm excited that you got to come back and go to Bali, because, yeah, especially as a swimmer, that's so cool that you got to be underwater. So what else is going on for you? Do you have a website that people can look at for things, or is it mostly just Instagram and Twitter?
Mostly Instagram and Twitter. I should definitely get on that whole buying my domain name. But, yeah, I'll probably get to it this month or next month and buy it. But for now, it's just my Instagram and Twitter is where people can find me and interact with me.
Oh, that is so exciting. I'm definitely going to be, I just started following you. I'm going to be following along and seeing what you're up to. But yeah, I just think you performed so well on the show, and now everyone knows, that you have a great personality on and off the show as well. And yeah, we're just excited to talk to you here at AfterBuzz and hear what's coming up next for you. And everybody listening out there, you can find us iTunes, YouTube, rate, comment. We love to hear what you love and what you might want to improve upon. So Jeremy, thank you again. It's been a pleasure to talk to you. Is there anything else that you want your fans to know?
Just that I'm so thankful that they brought me back, even though I got sent home again, and that just to keep on following me, because this isn't the end. They'll be definitely seeing me out there modeling, and hopefully with one of the big names like Calvin Klein or Abercrombie.
I see good things for you, Jeremy. Thank you so much for talking to us today, and we'll be looking forward to hearing more from you. Thank you, everybody out there, for listening to Jeremy and me, Amanda Fields. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at The Runway Queen. We will see you next time.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.